Hello guys, how are ya? It is a weekend. Are you guys having fun times? I hope you're having fun times. I'm trying to get this last row in. Yeah, Twisty Maze is over there working his little heart out. Oh my goodness. He has just been such a joy. For those of you who met up with him, and I know a few of you have because you've told me, and he's told me, there's been a few people that come to the farm and they've had some lovely long conversations with him, and while I don't know what you were conversing about, I know he's enjoyed himself. Excuse me. And he sent me a picture of a beautiful moonlit night in here, sitting down, having chats with people and stuff. And it was just like, oh, it's so nice. I think this little nubbin right here shouldn't be there, should it? No, this one's got to go. You are in the wrong place there, sweetie. There is no need for you to be there. I had left a few places open because I kind of, hadn't really decided where I was putting things just yet. Once I got this sorted out, it became clear that this needed, I was going to put this up through the middle of the milk farm area, the dairy area. And I already had this in. And it's a twisty, windy path. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's fine. But that one was just superfluous for requirements, right? So yes, I put gates here so the critters don't get out, and there's this main path through, and I've got the trees here on either side so that from a distance I'll be able to look down the road and know exactly where that crossover road is, and it's lit up, as you can see. Most of this has been completed, but not quite, and I want to get this one done. I want it to feel like, okay, one more project, because it's just kind of hanging there and it's very close to being finished. But I want to get on with the big push, right? The push to get the flowers sorted out. And it's going to take a bit, even if I do a mass recycle. It's still going to be a bit. It will, and that's okay. That's okay. So this area, my little air circus. Oh my goodness! Everywhere you go, everything you do, it's like all Christmas now. It's, I guess, maybe slightly less in the United States because you guys are still gearing up for Thanksgiving at the end of this month, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, I was about to say, it reminded me that a good friend of mine from 40 years back, I guess, a long time, has his birthday is like Thanksgiving, right? The two are always connected in my head. American Thanksgiving and my friend's birthday. And it was just one of those moments that happens so often this year. Now, this one I'm not sure about. I will leave that blank for now. You get this happens a lot this year. You get, you think of something and you go, oh, that's right, I need to do da-da-da-da. And then it's like, nope, he died. It's been that kind of a year. 18 people in my life have disappeared in the last year and a half. It's just boggles the old brain. But I find myself, that happens a lot. I find myself going, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday. Or, I'm going to run into Facebook and share this picture with that particular person. I mean, sometimes, let's be honest, it's people you haven't seen in years, but you keep in touch. You stay in touch online and you do all the little friend things that people do, and you get a certain picture that they're interested in, so I run off to Facebook to post it and then go, oh, right, yeah, that's no good. So over here on this, and it just happened this second. So over here I've got this fenced off like that because these will be open at various times for people, and there's just no point in having, I guess I don't really need that, do I? The little side fences there. They're kind of superfluous. I mean, I had them there at first because I was thinking, the animals would be moving through. I don't want to move them. I want to recycle them. And I'm feeling like, I don't know. I don't think it seems pointless. Because if we're going to have like a double gated system, then we should have it, like out here at this end too. And I mean, goats are not, well, I was about to say, goats are not that hard to keep in. And then I thought about my goats in some of the mornings trying to get out of that pen. And it's like, okay, well, all right. Actually, I can see a reason for this. Which one? Did I get the right one? I did. But, oh my goodness. Yeah, they're cute little critters, that's for sure. Let's put in the trees, please. And I think it was here. And then every other one. Cows are pretty easy. Horses are usually pretty easy just because they're so big that let's go down and check on that and make sure I've put things in the right place. I'm figuring if we had somebody come in and actually plant these trees for us, they would have a method, right? They wouldn't just be all willy-nilly. They'd do the same ones. You'd have a landscaper in and he'd do, yeah, see, I did it wrong. Go change them all. Good girl. Because obviously these would be trees that were planted. They weren't put here in this, nice, neat row. That doesn't happen. They were obviously, oh, whoops, that went wrong. They were obviously put here to, why am I getting the wall? I want the tree. Seriously. Did I get it this time? Yes. Yay. That was a little trickier than I anticipated. And it's doing that again. Yeah, so if you had a landscaper in, he'd be doing the same pattern. He's not going to be just tossing trees in all over unless, he were attempting to build, rebuild a forest in some fashion. But that is not the case here, so not right there anyway. I've got this row of trees out here. This started out being quite literally extra trees I didn't know what to do with. And it's kind of looking like, I did it on purpose now. It's like, okay. So we need a gate down here. Like so. And a gate over here like so. And then, trees on the other side. I only did the one side. Oops. I have an oopsie. So we will put you here. And there. And there. I guess that's what is that what I did? Oh, they're different. They are different because one side's bigger than the other because you got the farm, the barns over there. But yeah, this is good. This is good. And I have used those great big yews. They were either planted a very long time ago, and maybe these other, these other ones are newer. Well, they're different kinds. They're just different kinds. So that can go there. And then we need, well, we got the watering trough in already. Cool beans. And and then we just add, some of the feed stuffs, the little piles. And I think we've got the lighting there in the middle. That's okay. Now I'm just looking for some continuity here. If this had been built as a unit, this is okay. We are building a dairy area on the farm. Of course, like I said, they wouldn't be all different. And I kind of put this in as this is a project, not, we just kept growing this all over. So I want it to be uniform throughout. So we've got lights in the center, only where the farmers are, the farmhands, so I can keep track of them easily. We've got this here in the center and lights at either side because that's what I want it to do at night. I want to be able to see that. I don't have lights down at the gates there or here. That's fine. Good, good. And neither do I have them here. So that's all fine. I did move these critters into this. You can see I've got extra goats here with the Saanen and the Alpine goats. I've put in extra because these are the quickest ones. And I had the space. I needed like 2 more spaces. So these two and the 2 sides here are fine. I didn't have enough to make an even block, and I thought more goats is just more milk faster, right? These goats over here are going to be able to get gone now, and I've got some sitting down here And until I actually remove them, I might as well give them a chance to make that one last batch of milk before I decide that they're going to be set free into the wild. Or we're going to sell them for pets. We're going to take them to our market, and we're only going to sell them for pets. Every one of these little guys. That is our plan. We have a plan. So these guys are looking out. These guys are fine. Oh, this guy, he's down at the bottom here, is still, he's still taking care of some goats there too. You know what? Let's check our houses. Is it time? Yep, it is. So I'm just going to do something. This is like clearing your palate when you're eating, you know, a multi-course meal where you're trying out different things and you get that little palate cleanser in the middle. That's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. And then I'm going to walk back over to the milk, the dairy area, and just have, you know, like, is it done? Just have a proper look and make sure I've done what I've actually wanted to. And if I have, then tomorrow we can start the great recycle. It feels kind of wasteful, but it just, I feel like, you know, that we need to get on with the money making, and for that I need flowers, and it would be a lot of moving. You know, move this one to here, so I got room for that. Then I have to move it again to put it where it's going to be, and it's just like, wow, no. My head feels a bit like no, not today. My head feels completely and utterly overwhelmed by the thought of that today. It's like, I don't even want to. Sometimes it's just too much. And it feels like today would be one of those days. So, oh well. Someday, Twisty Maze and I will meet up in person, hopefully in Scotland. And I'll take him and his wife to the Shire. And I will buy them dinner and many, many good beers. And then we'll go up the road to my favorite wee pub. Well, the Shire is my favorite wee pub, but my other favorite wee pub. And it's like, okay, of the hundreds of different kinds of whiskeys here, which ones do you want? And I will give a big thank you for all the money he's made on this farm with me, and all the diamonds. And then I won't have to feel guilty about recycling all these plants. See, I have a plan. I totally have a plan. Alrighty, there we go. So that's done. Let's go right back over, and is this looking how I want it to? What do you think, guys? Does this feel like a completed project? Everybody's got water, everybody's got food. We've got shade trees on all the sides. Actually, you know what? I've just noticed one thing. I'm saying shade trees on all the sides, but these guys here in the middle don't really have as much. Like at the far end, they've got the big yew tree in the barn and stuff, but this right here, this little block of white goats, and this particular block of reindeer, or whatever these things are with the purple collars there, I'm giving them more trees because they don't have a lot of shade. Everybody else has got, you know, these have got the line down the middle that are shading both sides depending on the day. My little farm hands have got their little brollies. That's great. I think, by Jove, I think, oh no, I see a thing. There's always a thing. And this is why I walk away sometimes, because then you can come back and actually see what's going on in your head. I have planted extra trees on every one of these plots, but I missed that one. There we go. Did you see that back by the barns? All of these barns have got extra little trees planted there along the side. Oh, and in the middle behind the watering trough too. Yep, this doesn't have that. See, you gotta just walk away and clear your head sometimes. And then you come back and see all the boo-boos. There we go. So I think I think now it's probably done. Good Lord, I hope so. See that row of trees over there that were extra? I'm wondering about putting them right along here. Or you know what? Just buy more. Who am I kidding? Just buy more trees. Absolutely go for it. Do it. And because the other side, I've actually got a nice planting area over there. Because the main road from the marketplace area to the farmhouse is on the other side, right? Let's have a quick, you know what, we're going to jump the fence here because this will be faster. So this is going to be the main road coming in from the main gate. This is the paved road. I'm going to have this lined with trees or flowers or something. But as you know, we go by the test plot, we go by the field crops, we go by the test plots. We get up to this area, and I put in a couple of planting areas back here just to, you know, this is the show-off space, right? And then there will be a turn through here somewhere that wraps around to the front of the main house, and then the whole block area behind here will be their private garden. Absolutely. Oh, and I don't think I showed you, I kind of went there a minute ago, but I didn't show you. I moved Lucy's little farm, her little playhouse down here. Now, I'm working on the assumption that Lucy is one of those smart, intelligent children that would not go jumping into the ocean to swim on their own without supervision, or, you know, at least a staff member working next door here at the docks or something to keep track. But I tucked her into this wee little foresty area, inspired by Twisty Maze, of course. Let's have a look at that. We zoom up. So yeah, I put in a little mixed forest down on this bit of a peninsula here between the ocean and where the river mouth runs into it. These are all the things that will be recycled soon, because I can't face moving them. So just a little mixed forest. I went for a few pink things so it would feel like perpetual spring. I had some oranges and browns in for a bit, and then I thought, yeah, no. With little clove trees there, I wanted a bunch of those, so you'll see them scattered throughout in little clumps here and there. But yeah, just put a little I kept a little path open. I figured there'd be the place where the kid walks through, or the staff wander through, or something like that. But just a teeny tiny mixed forest, and I put the treehouse. This just seemed like the perfect place for it. That seemed like that's where this needs to go. She's got a little patch of beach to play on there. Yeah, that seemed okay. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys for being here. I will be back again tomorrow, of course, with the big push to get the flowers done. Thank you guys for the thumbs up, your views, follows, your comments, your kindness, your continued support. You are greatly appreciated. Bye-bye.